So tails. Okay.
Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to our first UXI experience of the year 2022, and today we are watching live from Cloetesville, Stellenbosch, Cape Town, a match of international flavor where we have the Lambs all the way from the UK coming down to take on the mighty WPRA, and we just welcome all our viewers as we're live streaming today. We're looking forward to a great game, wonderful weather, pitches looking good, and in commentary with me I have my co-commentator Alistair. Welcome.
Thanks, Jody. Great day for rugby, eh? The weather has held out for this day. It's the first Academy Institute fixture for the year. As I walked out, I was walking on the field earlier. The boys looked so excited. The Lambs boys, who only arrived last night, actually put a training session in this morning, and they looked amped for this game. So we look forward to kick off.
And folks, as we just look at the WPRA team sheet today, starting at loose head, we have Jade Hope, Jaden Sharp coming in at hooker. We have Kieran Naidu, who's also captaining the side today, playing tight head. Ruben Fadus coming at lock, with his lock partner being Gideon Jobe, known as Dion. We have Warren Botha, JD Saliers, JJ Groenewald, and that makes up the forward pack. Then let's go to the backs, the exciting backs. We have Lucky, our Zim International, playing 9. We have Ian Kruger at 10, Jaden Norman at 11, Muhammad Kasim inside center, Chadwin Brown, Botselo Kubadi, also known as Headshot, coming at the wing, great speed. And then we rounded off with Stephanus Andrews, and that being our starting 15 today for the WPRA.
Thanks, Jody. And for the Lambs team, for those that don't know, Lambs is actually a regional team, a combination of various schools based in the UK, in England. So at loose head we have Jacob Steele, at hooker we have Hendrik Kunzig, at tight head we have James Hill, at lock we have Antonio Suarez, at 5 we have Jacob Greer, at open side we have George Jones, at blind side we have Max Kakombani. At 8 we have Hugo Marlow. At 9 we got Joel Sheldon. At fly off Edwin Church, who is actually from Sean Taylor's. At 11 we have Charles Warren. 12 Maximus Brosini. At 13 we have Jasper Olimbaugh. And at 14 we have John Taylor Anton. And right at the back, the last man securing the defense, we have Jake Chetham.
Folks, we are seconds away from the teams running out through the tunnel as they've done their final preparation. We watch the excitement from all the non-playing academy boys as they line up, and I think the jeers and the cheers are about to begin as the boys run out. We have our experienced manager in Francois playing the music and getting the tunes going, so I think this is going to be a cracker of a game. We definitely look forward to this first experience of UXI Academy Rugby. And there we see the touring team, the Lambs, run out in their beautiful bright pink. Always looks good when men wear pink and they wear it well, so we give them a thumbs up to that at least. But I think, and there we hear the cheers as the Western Province Rugby Academy run out, led by none other than number 3, Kieran Naidu, our senior, who has shown great strides this year, not just at the academy but in club rugby as well. So this looks forward to being a cracker, ladies and gents. The ref has blown the whistle and we are getting ready for kickoff.
Jody, I'm quite the Lambs playing jersey is quite a bright pink.
Yes, no, like I said, you know, credit to those that can wear pink that well. So let's see if they stand up to that infamous or you know, men in pink.
Let's see. We're about to kick off.
Again, Alistair, as you mentioned earlier, the fact that they just got off a plane, you know, less than 24 hours ago, came down here, did a bit of a session, and now about to play. Let's see how intense this first 10-15 minutes is going to be from them.
Can we start with a big hit there from Lambs? Well gathered from Lucky Shume. Great contestable, Jody?
Yeah, no, great start with a bit of contestable. See what they made of, and now we're going to see what the province defense is also like. Looks like the Lambs are here to run.
No hands!
I watched them warm up earlier, so should be quite interesting.
I mean, if you think about the northern-south style of play, you know, in the north it's quite direct. You know, here in the south we tend to play more with the ball in the air, but more flair. You know, play a bit more coastal rugby. Great pressure from the Western Province Academy, pushing the Lambs back on defense, putting them under huge pressure. The Lambs has numbers on the outside. If they could just spread the ball wide. Unfortunately, they're going direct.
An unforced error there, a knock on by the Lambs. Let's see what Western Province can do with this ball now. Bit of a wayward pass there as well. So again, early game jitters from the WPR guys who've not really played together in a competitive environment.
Yeah, but first scrum of the game, Jody, that's always a big one. You know, the battle of the front rows. You always want to mark your stamp or stamp your mark, you know, with that first scrum. So let's see how this one goes. Both packs has a bit of size on them.
And yes, Ali, I take it you were a forward in your day because you spoke with a lot of passion in that statement now, first scrum of the game. Very excited to get that underway.
I was actually a backline player, Jody, but I'm coaching forwards now. You know, so I believe that you need to understand all elements of the game. So I'm very passionate about scrums and lineouts over the past couple of years.
Nice, and thing is, I've got you here for the next 80 minutes. I'm going to pick your brain a bit around all that you do, not just at this academy, but in rugby, because I think it's quite interesting to know the man of mystery that sits next to me right now.
Great scrum by Western Province. Good work there with a tight head. Wow.
It's still on.
I think he just had to hold on to the ball. Great momentum. He had forwards coming. Another wave of blue coming behind him. But it's advantage to Western Province. So I'm sure they'll be happy about that.
Yeah, just that unforced error, the last pass, as we see, we've
Yes,
seen
you're
it quite often in the game on Saturday, Springboks against Wales, Ali, where just that last pass just didn't get a hand, or they just didn't take the ball to ground and recycle like you would want.
And now we have the first lineup of the game. Okay, so let's see what trickery comes here. We have some tall boys in those packs. I would assume that that Western Province would go with a 5-man more. Let's see this setup. Yes, it's a 5+1. Definitely a maul on the cards. Oh, skew throw. Advantage to Lambs.
Actually, it looked like it was stolen there. The throw was a bit low, and the front jumper looked like he was able to get his hand to it.
And the ref is playing advantage. So Lambs are trying to run it out of the 22, trying to bring some physicality. Western Province are meeting them with physicality, but they're keeping the pressure on defensively. It's opportunity to counter.
Clearance kick not going out there, so let's see what Western Province can do with ball in hand now. Counters on.
Oof.
Good read there. Fella with the ball, headshot, aka headshot. Very good young player, Alistair. A lot of potential. Has represented Western Province under 20 Currie Cup this year, so definitely opportunities for these boys at the academy, to get seen and.
There's definite opportunity, and he's eligible to play under 20 again next year. So hopefully he can pull through and make that Currie Cup squad again. But he's definitely an exciting player, one for the future.
Well, once again, it's great that we can have this occasion. Coming off the COVID years that we've had now and seeing the rugby.
Stefanus offload.
And Western Province scored the first try through Vian Kruger, the number 10. But a great break there by Stefanus, piercing the defense and offloading well to Vian.
Yeah, I think it was just a lapse in defense concentration there by Lambs. Stefanus spotted the gap and he took the gap. He saw it was a mismatch. Forwards, opposite backs, broke the line, offloaded to Werner. Great try by Western Province.
Stefanus is a first-year academy student, bit of an unknown to me, but looks like he's got a lot of potential and the right tools as a fullback, Alistair.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
We have Vian Kruger now attempting his conversion to his own try. And he's successful with that kick, taking the score to 7 to Western Province Rugby Academy, 0 to the Lambs. It's also nice to have the non-playing squad or players standing on the side of the field supporting. I know it's not easy, but unfortunately today only 25 can be a part of this occasion. But good to see them coming down and supporting those that have made it.
Yes, that's great, Jody. It's great camaraderie, great support. Shows great team combination amongst the non-playing players as well. Great hands, great carry by JD Salia.
Another player that represented Province under 20 Currie Cup this year as well.
Lovely!
Okay, Western Province has great momentum. Go forward ball. That's
We see they're just being isolated as they had a one-off runner there, no support, and the Lambs were on that ball very quickly. So just a breakdown in the continuity that they picked up off that kickoff. And let's see now what the Lambs do with possession. It's a great opportunity now for Lambs. Ali Witsi, I think they will obviously do what most of the North do.
And that's maul, Jody.
And mold this ball up. But that was a great kick. To touch, putting them in a great position to possibly put some points on the board.
Come in.
We see the sun's coming out. It's always a good sign here in Stellenbosch. And unfortunately the Rams, as Western Province did earlier as well, have just lost possession in a crucial attacking zone. Let's see what Western Province do now as they attempt to clear this ball. And Vian Kruger kicks a rather awkward looking kick, but finds touch and takes Province out of their own 22. So Alistair, I got a question for you as we watch, right? As we watch the line out. How much effort does it take to put something like this together, you know, for the academy? It's you know, we always see the things that are happening on the outside, the coaching, but I mean, to get a day like this going in the short time that we've had, you know, how difficult can it be being a non-professional environment?
Jody, it all comes down to teamwork. We have various departments within our organization. Then it just comes down to planning on who will be responsible for what aspect of the day. And it's not that difficult, to be honest with you. As I said, once each department has its delegation, it's just about following through on what you need to do for the day. The main thing is that we can set up a spectacle like this for the players to show their talent, you know, put it out there. Okay,
Thank you, Ali. Yes, and we just see now the Lambs are on attack, but the ball's been bobbled all about and they've been pushed back outside the Province 22. Still have ball in hand, and let's see if they can get some continuity going and what they can do with ball in hand now. Oh, interception. And looks like there's going to be a runaway try. Yeah. And that's a great try by Jaden Norman. Anticipating the defense, intercepting the ball, running all of 80 meters to touchdown for Western Province under the poles. Great against the run of play, unfortunate for the Lambs, but that is rugby.
Yeah, look, the Lambs try to play with some intensity and some pace there, Jody. A bit of a no-look pass on the outside, well read by Jaden Norman, just to hang on to that ball, and scoring a 70-meter try. Jody, and the chaos is coming from the side, from the spectators, from the players that are not playing today.
Yes, no, definitely. I'm just watching them now, and definitely excitement amongst the non-playing squad, and it's good to see as they support their teammates, you know, who they live with day in and day out, and they've been doing so for the past 6 months. So this is great to see. You know, great to see the camaraderie that's been shown. Score update, we have Western Province 14, the Lambs 0. Change of option for kickoff, going to the other side of the field this time by the Lambs. Western Province secure the ball well. Western Province Rugby Academy looking very confident now in all that they're doing, and the scoreboard definitely helps with that as well.
Tails up now, Jody.
No hands!
Confidence play. Not rolling away. The Lambs again trying to pick up the tempo of the game here. But in doing so, playing very direct. They actually have numbers on the outside if they can get the ball on the outside. Great tackle by Jaden.
Now it's available.
Lambs are retaining the ball, but it seems they're going backwards while doing it. So great defense and defensive alignment there by Western Province. Forcing an error now, kick that's been charged down.
Turn over by Western Province. If they can get quick ball here, they have space on the outside and numbers.
Fortunately, they've given it to a tight forward, and he's just run very straight.
Short pass, great hands.
Unlucky. Good offload there, but the ref has deemed it to have gone forward. But again, as you said there, that ball had just gone out first time, Alistair. There was definitely numbers and width on the outside for Western Province. We have a free kick awarded to the Lambs there at the scrum. Early engagement by WPRA by the looks of it. And they have an opportunity to clear their lines. They've opted for a kick straight down the middle of the field and not putting it out. And now Western Province have a chance to counter-attack. And we see Botsela with the ball, and he's showing just what he can do and the potential he carries, keeping that ball in and retaining it well. We have the captain Kieran Naidu taking the ball up, making some yards. And the one thing Western Province are doing well right now is they're retaining the ball and setting up phases.
That's great momentum here, Jody. And numbers on the outside. All he needed was a ball through the hands there. I'm sure Bocello could have penetrated on the outside. But you know, as has been the first game together as academy, everybody's eager to take on the opposition and carry the ball forward there. And the bus was definitely full with that carry from Gideon Ubey.
Advantage. Offsides.
We see the pressure mounting there on the Lambs as they've given away another penalty. You know, jumping the gun too quickly and being offside at that breakdown. We see Western Province opting for a scrum. And we would think that they're going to use this ball and send it wide to their weapons of speed in Botselo and Jaden.
I think JD's going to pick up. Oh.
Great pick up by JJ Groenewald there. Good meters made, good momentum. Again, Province have opted to set up the phases, suck the defense in, and hopefully send the ball wide.
Oh, great.
And there we go. Great try there by Bjorn Kruger. Second for the day. And should be a easy slot over for the 2-point conversion. That takes the score, Alistair, to 19 to Western Province Rugby Academy and 0 to the Lambs with a conversion to come.
But great vision there from Vian, seeing that his forwards opposite in mismatching, slow to catch up on defense, and he slithered through the gap there for his second try of the game.
as we've hit the 20-minute mark, Alistair, it looks like the Lambs are looking for some sort of intensity to pick up. Maybe the late night travel or the long session they had today might just not have been enough, but they are looking a bit flat, unfortunately. And I think Province is going to take advantage of that as we hit the second quarter of this game.
Yeah, very flat, Jody. They only landed 20:08 last night. They had their first training session an hour before kickoff, 2 hours before kickoff. But it looks like they're here to play. With ball in hand, they look to pick up the intensity. But I think they just need to be a bit patient, settle in the game, lower the error rate to build up some continuity, and see how they can build pressure and score and get some points on the board.
Nice hanging kick there by the Lambs. Unfortunately not taken by Western Province, and the Lambs have the ball, and let's see what they can do with it. Great take up
Advantage
there.
over.
The Lambs are definitely looking to use the ball as much as they can, play direct, but also spread it as quick as possible.
Great angle,
John.
by Lambs.
So far, Western Province's defense is holding up.
Yeah, bringing the forwards into the game now, Jody. Giving them some great momentum.
We're going to come back here. Okay.
This is definitely the Lambs' best
So it's right here.
passage of play.
Number
at the
4,
moment.
late.
Going for the quick tap again, looking to run. Again, not looking to slow anything down right now.
Oh, great dummy.
Unfortunately, just losing his feet there just before. But the Lambs still had a turnover ball there by Western Province. Isolated, unfortunately, had a slip due to the wet pitch. And Western Province were able to capitalize and turn that ball over.
And that's a turnover by V on the fly off. He's actually having a storm of the game. 2 tries on his belt, 1 turnover. Great kicking out of hand.
And again, another player that played Western Province Currie Cup under 20 this year. A lot of potential, a lot of skill, a lot of talent as well.
He's got a bright future ahead of him, Johnny. Ball taken up there by Mohammed Qasim. Some go forwards.
Unfortunately, turnover as he's been as isolated. And great work on the ground there by the Lambs. Reading that play well. And getting the turnover. Great kick there by the Lambs fly off as he puts the ball on the 5, and let's see if the Lambs can execute this line out now and potentially get some points on the board. Again, this is their best scoring opportunity they've had in the last 20 odd minutes. Let's see if they can make something of it.
They can go for Lambs, Jody, but they
That's a ball!
ball carrier. Great D-bomb from Western Province.
The Lambs have managed to get this ball back. And again, they are running direct and hard. Great
Tackle,
defense
no
by
hands!
Western Province shown to this point.
Backward.
Oh, the ball's just not going to hand. Open try line in front of him. But they still got the ball, Jody. There's still momentum for them. They just need to be patient with ball in hand and not rush things.
Again, looks like the ball's been turned over by Province. Great defense shown there once again, and like you said, the Lambs are just a bit too over-eager to do something with the ball. They have shown that they are able to retain the ball, and they just maybe are a little bit over-eager, as we've said. But again, they have an attacking line out now, and let's see what they can do.
Other way. Third ball.
You have nice strong carry there.
Tackle, release!
Ruben Fadus, first year player at the academy with great potential. Good hands by Western Province as you see them get forward ball, and again that guy Stefanus just making meters, stepping all over the show.
No hand.
Great play by JD Saliers as that ball popped out and over he goes for his first try of the match. Great running rugby shown there by Western Province Rugby Academy, Alistair.
Yeah, running the ball from out of the 22, gaining meters, working their way into the Lambs 22, and a great vision there by JD to pick up that no one was behind that breakdown. You know, he's a Peter Steph, the toy type player, has a lot of similar characteristics, great knowledge and vision for around the game.
And one thing he carries as well for such a young kid right now is he reads the game really well. You know, he's versatile, he can play lock, he can play flank, but just a great reader of the game. It doesn't seem that anything seems to faze him.
Yeah.
When playing, he's just out there like a little kid enjoying what he does.
Yeah, Jody, at the end of the day, it's all about fun. You know, you need to enjoy yourself on the field, and that brings the best out of the players.
We have Stefanus who started that attack, taking the kick now. This being the hardest kick of the game so far for Western Province. Let's see how he does.
Great kick by Stefanus from the left-hand touchline. And that's another 2 points to Western Province Rugby Academy, and that takes the score to 28-0 to the WPRA.
Again, another nice kick off there by the Lambs, retaining the ball. Let's just see what they can do with it this time.
Advantage.
Once again, ball not going to hand, Jody. Having numbers on the outside. It seems like they're rushing things. I think they just need to slow it down a bit.
Yeah, definitely throwing the ball through the hands very
Boys,
quickly
scrums.
at this stage now. Trying to get the ball to their wings. And I think it's credit to the Western Province defense, you know, for that. They tried the direct route for the first 20-25 minutes and weren't getting anywhere, Alistair. It looks like now they're going to try and change their game plan slightly.
Yes, and hit on the fringes. But there's great D from Western Province. They got good line speed, good vision as the ball is moving on attack to push up and put up onto the ball.
Guys, are you too tight?
So they're making it quite hard for Lambs at the moment.
Yeah. Come on, get more space.
And the Lambs have opted for a scrum this time when they got that penalty as opposed to kicking the ball into the corner. So they have clearly shown that their confidence in their lineouts are just not there at the moment.
Crouch! Bind! Set! No, put some.
Free kick to the Lambs and quick tap and off they go. Again, that last pass just not going to hand, and again, just looking too rushed at the moment.
So scrum. 5 minutes. So you guys came in.
Jody, both teams don't lack any energy. There's some great energy, some great vibe in this field. You can feel it from the commentary box.
I think that's what youth does for you, Alistair. You know, brings that energy. But yes, no, again, this game has been played in a great spirit. Good to see first of the year for the academy, and it's gone down really well.
Oh, great scrum by Western Province. Oh, they got a set move on here. Great line break by Stefanus. Unfortunately, lost the ball forward. Scrum to Lambs on the halfway line. Let's see if they can use this as a attacking platform. And Lambs has made 3 changes early in the late in the first half.
Yeah, I think they look like they're going to do rolling subs, and they're going to bring guys on and off as they see. And again, I kind of figured that with the fact that they flew in late last night, and this is the first run out after a long flight.
A little early as well.
But again, just Province confident in their running now, in their ball passing, in their skills, their scrum. So everything just going for them right now.
Crouch! Bind!
Hold it, hold it.
Set!
Hold it. What's blind?
Strong scrum there for the Lambs.
Good speed here from the Lambs. Gaining some nice meters.
Tackle!
Defense by Western Province. Slowing that ball down. Oh.
No.
Some peak collisions out there, Jody.
Yes, now you can hear from up here in the community box the sound of that collisions, which is good to see.
That's a more!
Province has done well once again to hold that ball up. Not sure if the ref has called maul. Yes, he has, and turn over the ball once again.
Great defense by Western Province.
And the man coming up with the ball there,
Yes.
JD Salia, is doing great work there in that tight phase.
It was better. Thank you. Okay.
Alistair, what's good to see as well now that we're out of the COVID protocols is some of the parents of some of the boys that are at the academy that are locals just coming down to watch. I'm sure they haven't seen their boys in a while and haven't seen their boys play in a while, so it's good to see them coming down and experiencing the academy as well from a parent point of view. Always nice to be able to showcase that and have their kids play, you know, with that blue and white hooped Western Province jersey, which is very famous anywhere in the world you go. So again, great occasion for these players and their parents, as we just see some parents walk past us on the field.
Yes, Jody, that's you know, the parents make a big sacrifice for the youngsters in today's age, you know, and especially to get them into our system. And it's nice to see them supporting their sons out here. And the sons was actually proud, playing in front of the parents. But just spectators back on the field post-COVID brings a different energy, brings a different vibe, brings a different order to the game. You know, and I think people in general, the general public, you know, was just waiting for us to weather the storm of this pandemic that we recently went through. But it's great to see the numbers out here today.
Another short arm penalty for the Lambs, and let's see what they do as they look to either quick tap or take another scrum. They're looking like they're opting another
Scrum is chosen. Go.
As they feel that they are confident and able to dominate in that set piece of the game.
So we keep early engagements. The next time we're going to go to a penalty.
The ref is just having a quick word with the Western Province Rugby captain, Kieran Naidu.
Okay.
It's always funny to me what happens in that front row between the the two teams' front rows and the refs and the talking that they're doing, and you just never know what goes on in that conversations.
They call that the soft chambers in the middle of that scrum.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Go forward ball there for Lambs, but it looks like JD Cilliers turned that ball over.
Yes, once again, Western Province's defense has come through and ball's been turned over. We see Dion Yobert taking the ball up, securing it for Western Province. With their confidence now, do they clear it or do they run it? Looks like they will be clearing it with a box kick. Pretty decent box kick there by Lucky. Great take there by the Lambs. And if they can use this ball now, they've got space out wide. They've opted to take it forward. And it's a good turnover there by Western Province. And Dion has come up with the ball and made some good yards. Quick ball for Western Province could cause some serious trouble here for the Lambs. Ball's been slowed down. And I see Vion. And JD Cilliers is on his way. Great offload to Botselo, and his speed, no one's going to catch him. Try Western Province in the corner. Once again, great running rugby from a turnover, good hands, and Western Province find themselves another try up.
Great game sense and vision there from JD, eh? Just to hang on to that ball, take the space, suck in the defenders, and then setting Bocello free there to score in the corner.
And also very unselfish, because I mean he was literally over the line and had no one had beaten the last defender. So yeah, again, just shows the type of player that he is, and what he's about in the field, and that's great to see. And like we said earlier about Vion, I think JD's also got a great career ahead of him if he stays fit and healthy, as he just seems to get stronger every game we watch him at. We see Stefanus now attempting another conversion from the far side. So far, Western Province's conversion rate has been immaculate.
Okay, and that keeps the score conversion miss, and that's halftime score is 33 to WPRA, 0 to Lambs. And as we go into halftime, we have a couple of interviews lined up, folks, and then we look forward to the second half.
Okay, folks, that was a great first half, and now we've got a great interview with one of our scouts, Gabri. Tell us a little bit about what you do and your role at the academy.
So yeah, basically what we call us as a player recruiter. So our main role is basically to go out to schools, talk to the players, tell them what we do here at the academies, how everything gets done, rapid academics, and obviously then to get the details and obviously then to contact them, explain to their parents as well what's happening here, and then to get them in for the next year and make them part of one of the UXI academies.
Lovely. So you're responsible for all the talent we're seeing on the field right now.
I wouldn't say all of it, but some of it, yeah.
Great. And then, you know, Gabri, one thing about you that the folks at home might not know is that you were once a part of the academy.
Yeah.
Tell me, how have you transitioned from being a player to where you are now, and just giving some of the parents and players who are watching just some experienced advice?
Yeah, I think I was part of the academy from 2010 till 2012. Also did the rugby thing and studies and everything. So the rugby part didn't work out, but now I'm working in rugby. So now I've transitioned into a person that works in rugby environment and works at the academy. So I did the second part where rugby didn't work out, but now I'm still working in the rugby environment.
Great stuff, bro. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you very much, Jody, for the interview. I appreciate it.
No problem.
2 groups of flights, one early yesterday, one later today. We arrived in last night. We're just here to play, enjoy the surroundings, play with fun. We try, not always, but we try to play edge to edge, try and get the hands going, try and make it as exciting as possible when we play rugby.
Good stuff. And tell me, are these the players that you have, are they academy boys, are they school boys? Just the makeup of where they come from.
Yeah, so we're all schoolboys. No, you can't play for academy to qualify to play the Lambs, so we're supposedly all the schoolboys who aren't quite good enough to make it into academies haven't been selected, making up this squad here, coming out to South Africa.
Great stuff. And how long are you guys going to be on tour?
We're here for 10 days, and we're flying back on Wednesday. We're playing Stellenbosch on Saturday, and then Pole Boys again on Wednesday. I think on Tuesday.
Great. And what is your take on the first half so far?
Obviously, the scoreline's not reflecting well, but we've had a few good spells up in the 22, but we haven't been able to put that last pass together. Down there, about a couple inches away from having a try. Defence left 15's been amazing carving through, but we just need to tighten up on the edges, and if we can do that, then I reckon shots in the middle have been good, been pushing backwards, fronting up to South African physicality, which is obviously what we've been bigged up to deal with. But yeah, I think we've done quite well. The scoreline's probably not reflected how we've played. Probably not the best team, but we should have been a bit closer, I think.
Great stuff, Ryan. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Cheers. Next up, I think we are interviewing
Boys,
Jacquin,
2 minutes.
one of our Western Province Rugby Academy trainers. He's stepping up now in his tights. Jacquin, afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's a bit cold here, but
A bit cold, yes. I mean, why didn't you organize sun? It would have been great.
well, we had to accommodate our overseas people for this raining weather. So,
Jacquin, just for the folks at home, just tell us a little bit about your role at the academy currently.
at the moment, I'm the head S&C coach here at the academy, so I must make sure that the guys are fit and strong. And yeah, just bully them a bit on the field with their fitness. That's my role.
Great stuff. And just last one quickly. I believe your nickname's the Bus. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I don't know. That's something I started by the rugby, and my rugby side I'm still playing, so I'm known for putting a few boys down on the bum, yeah, but so that's all.
Thank you, Jacquin, and enjoy the second half.
Thanks.
What's your name?
Okay, guys, you can move it. Let's go. I'm going to interview after the game. Runner. Interview after the game, okay? Experience.
Okay, Berg, what's your name? Joe.
Careful there.
Okay, Ali, wait for my whistle. Joel. Okay, good.
How's it? You coach? Yeah, good.
18 high.
And folks, as we start the second half, we see a bit of a change in weather as it's starting to rain here in Stellenbosch. The scoreline remains Western Province Rugby Academy 33, the Lambs 0. And very interesting, at halftime we had an interview with Ryan, who's representing the Lambs, and the fact that these boys are put together by various schools in the UK, and they fairly new to touring, but that's kind of what they're going to do, and it's great to see that they're out here, you know, having fun, enjoying our culture and experiencing our rugby as well. We see Western Province now with the ball, which is going to be a lot more slippery now that the rain is coming down, but a bit of a pressure applied by the Lambs, and we see the ball cleared, not out of touch just yet. Good workout. We see Jaden Norman collect the ball. Western Province have retained it from that kick, so it's worked out really well for them. Turnover ball there by the Lambs.
No.
We'll see the penalty to the Lambs now as they kick for touch. I seem to have lost my co-commentator Alistair for a few minutes. Not quite sure where he's disappeared to, folks, but he should be back in commentary. But that is Alistair, a man of mystery, always doing something at the academy. And we see a stop in play as the ref just looked at one of the Lambs players.
Well, no, they can go for.
And play should be back underway in a few moments. Skew throw there by the Lambs once again, and their liners just haven't seemed to be working at all in this game, and Western Province have opted for a scrum as the conditions seem to be getting a bit more slippery underfoot, with the drizzle still coming down. The rain has stopped slightly, but there is still a bit of drizzle.
Coach!
Lucky's about to feed this ball into the scrum for Western Province.
Use it!
Great scrum by Western Province. Powerful ball out, and they look to run the ball through Kasim. Province have secured the ball, and they've looked to put it back downfield. We see a forced or unforced error there by the Lambs. As I said, the ball is a lot wetter now and giving Province the opportunity to attack once again. So Province has opted at the start of the second half to kick the ball downfield and force errors upon the Lambs team.
Okay,
The hit is fine.
And my co-commentator has come back. He's been found and not wanting anymore, Alistair.
Jody, I took the wrong corner there, wrong turn, and I found myself in a jigsaw puzzle, and I never knew how to get back up to the commentary box. But I'm back, and we've got a scrum to Western Province. Great attacking position just outside the 22. Looks like a strike move set up here at the back. Unfortunately, ball not going to hand. Great recover. Good carry by Lucky Shumi, the scrum off. Some good defense there by Lambs. Ball coming out very slow for Western Province. Oof. Kick through and it's a penalty to Western Province. Let's see what they decide to do from here. And Western Province decides to go to touch. Great, overkicked by the WPRA, and that will be a 22 kickoff
22 or
a
scrum?
5 meter scrum. I mean a scrum for the Lambs. Let's see what option they take.
Okay.
And they've decided to take the scrum. Confident in the scrum. They've ended off the second half for their set pieces, which was quite strong. So I see them backing themselves there.
Bind. Set.
Great through the hands there by Lambs, and against great momentum through the edge. Lambs are playing quite an expansive game here. Passing the ball around like a hot potato. Trying to play very quickly. Ball slowed down here by Western Province. Oh, and that's obstruction by Lambs, giving away a soft penalty to Western Province. Oh, and now the rain is coming down, Jody. Lovely weather though for rugby.
Yes, no, definitely. We are good weather, and you know, both teams have shown the fact that they still want to use the ball, they still want to run the ball. So you know, it's just a bit slippery underfoot, and that's about the only thing. We see some positional changes in the WPRA team at the moment, and I think with the score being the way it is, it gives them the opportunity to give some other players an opportunity, and even our one international in Callum, all the way from the USA, wearing jersey number 24, is on the field now, and it would be nice to see what he's about as he's come to this academy for growth in his rugby.
It's a great carry by Lambs. Once again trying to run the ball out of the 22. It's very brave of them, but this defense of Western Province is strong. Oh, great D, great pressure by Western Province. Unfortunately, pushing out of the line there, landing themselves in an offside position. Soft penalty towards Lambs.
Lambs have found touch, and again they are very wary of their lineups right now, Alistair, as they have not had any go forward ball or any success with their the throwing in of the lineouts. And again, as we heard earlier from the one of the coaching staff, Ryan, it's just getting used to the conditions and accustomed to shaking off 2 flights. So you do see that effect, you know, taking shape now on these Lambs players as they kind of do look flat and out of it. And once again, another lineout goes skew. Province gets opportunity to scrum.
Okay, boys, we're gonna move.
That's even worse than work. Just fucking yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Come on.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
As you see the feed by Jared Brown. Once again, a great scrum by Western Province Rugby Academy. Looking to again use the hands. Ian Kruger with a great run. Now playing fullback. Western Province just not having ball go to hand, and once again the Lambs have turned over with a penalty at the breakdown. They've taken a quick tap and they've continued to run the ball from everywhere, trying to run themselves into better opportunities.
Some big collisions there, Jody. Now Western Province trying to play a bit of a direct game. Adapting to the weather. Coming in there from Lambs. Some great pressure, but it was advantage to Western Province. And they have
Boys, gotta work hard to get out.
just over the 40-meter line in Lambs off.
We see Western Province put their ball out 5 meters from the line, and I think with the conditions as it is now, we know what they are going to do, Alistair.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll move from here. The rain has slowed down, but it's still wet out there, slippery underfoot.
And the province lineout have been good today, with JD Saliers being the go-to man in that lineout.
Ooh, they're just a bit light there on that back lift, causing the overthrow. Lambs once again trying to spread the ball out wide, and Jaden Norman pounces on over the line.
Unfortunately, it was advantage to the Lambs for the knock-on at the back of the lineout, and that try will not count. As we see, Stefan is back on the field at fullback, and he's replaced Vian Kruger by the looks of it.
We happy here? Right. Crouch. Sink. Bind. Set.
Another big scrum there by Western Province. And it's a tight head. Great scrum by WP. Lamb slowing the ball down.
Use it!
Picking go by Western Province.
You're in the ruck.
Unfortunately, can't go through the ruck, straight into one of his players, which is obstruction, giving away a soft penalty towards Lambs. And Lambs takes a quick tap, and they try and spread the ball wide, quickly through the hands. Great D there by Western Province, shooting in from the outside by Caden.
And he's turned the ball over as well, so great defense there, and Great work ethic.
Lambs turns the ball over again. Once again, they tried to go wide. It looks like they're a team from the south, not the north, Jody.
No, definitely, and I think they are obviously trying to run themselves into some sort of energetic position. As we heard earlier, the fact that they've had to take 2 flights to get here, rock up and play, and the main thing that came out of that interview was they're having fun. They're here to have fun, and they're here to just play rugby.
Sure, they're going to kick it out. Great kick from the Lambs, number 9. Just kicking him out of that danger zone instead of trying to run the ball out of the 22. But that was great, the defensive passage here from Western Province, smothering and putting Lambs under pressure in the 22, forcing them into that kick.
Yep.
Great take by Western Province, going for the front ball. And now they set up their maul. Good shape on the maul there. They got some good go forward momentum. Just be patient, keep tight, keep tight.
No!
And there the advantage comes. Okay, advantage to WPRA.
From the side.
Advantage over the ref gives the penalty. Quick tap by Jared Brown. Mohammed Kasim ball in hand. Throws a long pass, intercepted by Lambs. Luckily, the player lost his footing there. Western Province has been able to get back into their attacking defensive shape. Oh, and now Lambs finds space on the outside.
Advantage.
But once again, a 50-50 pass. Not going to hand. All going to ground. Scrum towards Lambs.
18 minutes. Go first.
Okay, great scrum here by Lambs. Once again, a solid attacking option. Now they decide to play short. Good carry there from the center. Looking for quick ball. Western Province slowing it down. Oh, another 50-50 pass, but Province was offside there. The backline was offside. Lambs again looking to play quick. And a quick tap it is. Oh, and it's a knock on by Lambs. I don't think the ref picked it up. Great counter shove there by Western Province, putting Lambs under pressure once again. I must say, Jody, the Western Province defense has been the ruthless today.
No, it has, but I think what's been more impressive is the continuity that I've shown with ball in hand, even with these conditions. I think they've kind of had the Lambs number in defense, but what they've done is they've really stepped up in attack.
And Lambs is building up a great passage of play here. It's the 5th phase that they've gone into. Phase number 6 now. Oh, and there's the knock on. Unfortunately, ball not going to hand there. Turned over by Western Province, and the left is playing advantage. Western Province looking to go out wide here. Nope, they take on the boot.
Halt! Wing! Halt!
Great kick into space there by Stefanus. Oh, well done. Driving Lambs back into the 22. Great kick. Okay, let's see if the Lambs are going to run this one out of the 22 as well. Okay, and the line that has gone screw. Western Province opting to take the scrum. In these wet conditions, it's best to throw a safe ball, which is a 2 ball. There might be a bailout option in front. But the players challenging themselves, trying to throw that back ball, tail end ball, which is the money ball.
Boys, come on.
Picked up by the number 8 of Western Province. He has scrum off on his outside. Lambs coming in to try and slow the ball down. Province regather. Okay, now they take it up with the forwards of 9. Great tackle by Lambs, driving the Province lock back. Now Lambs is coming through with great line speed, catching Province way behind the advantage line, and now they're trying to flood the breakdown to turn that ball over. Great counter shove by Western Province, and Lamb goes off their feet, and that's a penalty towards Western Province. Just outside the 22, in the middle of the field. Western Province opting to go for touch. Ball kicked just into the 22. It looks like Province is set up to maul here once again. Let's see if they can get this maul going. Solid base, solid punch, and they got great momentum here. And it looks like they're moving forward over the... Unfortunately, it's stopped by Lambs. Great break by Stefanus, great offload to Jaden Norman. Turnover to Lambs. He got isolated. Lambs was quick onto that ball. Once again looking to take the quick back, but opting out of it and playing the safer option by going to touch.
Alistair, I think the nice thing about the Lambs is that they haven't given up yet. You know, they are playing rugby as if they're still in this game, which is nice to see.
Yeah, they've shown great tenacity by not giving up, eh? Great resilience. Just keep on going, keep on trying to lift the tempo of the game. You know, as they mentioned in that halftime interview, they're here to have fun, Jody. You know, and as long as they're having fun on the field.
Yeah, having fun and learning. You know, they, as Ryan in the interview said, they've come here to learn about the South African brute force on the rugby field. So they're pretty much excited to face the best of the best, and that's what they've decided to do. If you look at who they're going to be playing after this.
Yeah, Jody, the next match is against Stellenberg. Stellenberg is quite a strong rugby school. Big rugby culture there. So that will be another test for Lambs. Turnover ball by Western Province. Great caddy in the midfield. Lambs with a counter shove. Winning the penalty. Province with hands in the breakdown. Lambs again with a quick tap and looking to go into the wider channels. I must say these boys do not give up. Unfortunately, he's ran out of touch out by the touchline, and it's a liner to Western Province.
And Western Province got caught there on attack just with not sending enough players to the ruck, and the Lambs taking full advantage of their bit of brutal force in turning over that ball at the breakdown. I think Province don't want to get into the headspace where the game's kind of been a bit easier and they send less guys to the breakdown or just take their foot to the pedal. I think they wanna still get this first half underway. Big hit there by the Lambs inside centre, and once again you see them counter rucking and putting a lot of pressure on the Western Province Rugby Academy at the breakdown. And we see looks like we have a player down.
It's the big tackle, Jody. I think he's just winded.
Yes.
That was a great tackle.
We have a knock advantage.
And we see the Lambs with a break now.
Lambs numbers on the outside, but the ball is coming out very slow. Once again a 50-50, Jody.
Yes, no, and again trying to just force that last pass has just not worked for the Lambs in this game. And again we see a turnover now with Western Province's good defence, and as we see Stefanus with ball in hand just loving to counter attack every opportunity he gets.
Boys, just
Once again, a big collision on the field. This game is quite physical. Even though they're trying
one thing, this game has been very physical. I mean, both sides have come with everything that they've been able to throw at each other, as they say, the kitchen sink. And players have really stood up to each other on both sides of this game, and it's great to see.
The one unfortunate thing though, Jody, is that there's no points been scored in the second half yet.
Yes, no, to date it's been a scoreless half, and I think that you give that credit to the Lambs. Province have had a few opportunities to score and the Lambs have stopped them, so definitely a better half for the Lambs. As we see the ref calling both teams back now. One of the Lambs players taking a knock to the head, and just as a precaution he's been replaced.
And we got a Province scrum. Big scrum by Western Province. They opt to exit downfield. Ooh, and that looks like a knock there. Unforced error by the Lambs, giving Western Province a great attacking opportunity just outside the 22 of Lambs.
Coach! Coach!
Jody, and once again, Western Province
Fine.
they shuffle their backline around again.
Yes, they have.
Come on, boys.
They've got Stefanus now looking like he's at fly for this play. They've got Björn Kruger and Caden in the centres and Potselo on the wing. So they have decided to
Make sure you push straight.
could have a sneak play in
Coach!
play here. Just again,
Bind!
Stefanus has been such a good contributor of the ball.
Set!
I think that's why he finds himself behind the base. And then we see
Losing his feet and his bind here on the loose
and
head.
again the Lambs they've opted to quick tap. Nice strong run there by the Lambs wing. I think he's really touched the ball, but at least when getting the ball he's done really
Oh, that's
well.
a big hit by
Big hit
Deuce.
by Deuce.
Gee whiz.
It was nice to see a lock-on-lock
Combination.
collision. And for Deuce coming off the better.
And the
As
Lambs
we see
finding
the Lambs
space on
getting
the
some
outside.
space.
Pacello quick to catch up. Stefanus in the cross defense. Great scramble defense there by Western Province.
Okay.
Let's see what Province does just on their 22. Do they opt to exit? Or do they decide to run the ball out of their 22? They're far ahead on the scoreline. Let's see if they bring some X-factor moves into play here. Still a scoreless second half.
Coach!
We've got a scrum on
Bind!
2 to Western Province. Under 5 minutes left in the game. Big scrum by Lambs. Counter shove by Province to stabilize it. Great clearance here from Vian. Lambs once again letting the ball bounce. They decide to take the quick throw. No, they don't. Well, they're playing it safe.
And Björn Kruger has recovered from that earlier collision that he came off second best, where it looked like he had just got winded. And that was a great clearance kick by the fly-off, come 12, come fullback currently in this Province Rugby Academy backline. And the Lambs have a line-out which hasn't worked all that well for them today, but let's see if they can get one going. And they've now opted for the short bailout option, as you spoke about earlier, Alistair. Great running off that ball and great momentum they've set themselves up for. Definitely showing that they
Advantage!
their game
Late hit!
They're definitely here to play.
Come back here.
Ball lost in contact. They clean break actually through the contact and the ball lost.
He's late. Yeah, it's you.
Unfortunate. It just hasn't been the Lambs' day with ball in hand, eh?
Alistair, I must say they are looking a lot better than the first half. They're running the ball, their hands are better, so always good potential when you see a team come back and knowing they are that far down in the scoreboard, not giving up. And I would almost want to say that they've outplayed Western Province in the second half. They've had all the position, that's for sure. See a kick over the top by Jared Brown, well collected by the Lambs. And once again, not looking to clear their lines, but a lot of them looking to run.
Ball kick through over the deadline. Ref was playing advantage there, so it's still advantage penalty to Western Province.
80.
The Lambs looking like a running team, a team that's
So captain,
coming out to a neighbouring community here in Stellenbosch called Paul. We clubs out there, Jody, just love running the ball. They'll take quick taps at any given opportunity, whether it be in the opposition half or whether it be deep in their 22. Lambs
right
reminded me a lot of, of the clubs.
so he did not play the man,
region.
or he played the man, not the ball.
You see, unfortunately, a yellow card to the Lambs.
No, you got to be on the 10.
Professional
Or you
foul,
got to
the player that kicked the ball through there on that play, holding him back and preventing him from actually scoring a try. So deemed a professional foul. He unfortunately got given a card. One thing I must say is I think the Lambs boys are going to be a bit sore later this afternoon or tomorrow morning when they wake up. It's been a very physical battle up front, but Western Province have really dominated the collisions at the best of times.
And once again opting for the more Western Province, getting that second shove on. Just they managed to recover and channel that ball back. Well done, more try by Western Province.
And we see a try there by Heineke Olafeur, the replacement hooker, as Western Province went to their strength. 5 meters from the line, just driving over a mall.
Great kick by Stefanus out of the right hand corner, and that's the game ending at 40 points to WP or a 0 to Lambs. Tough outing as the first game for Lambs, but I'm sure as their tour goes on they will improve. Jody, great vibe on the side here with the players though, with the non-playing squad.
Yes, no, definitely. Once again showing the support that you would want from an academy where these boys are together every day doing things. And as they've gone to congratulate some of the Lambs players, good game, good hit out for the Western Province Rugby Academy, and I'm sure the Lambs will only get stronger now as they continue this tour.
Thank you.
Okay, and Jody, as we're down now, we'll have the post-match interviews with two coaches, the two captains, and the man of the match.
Okay, welcome back, folks. As the after-match presentation, we're going to call upon the Lambs coach. Hi there, how's it going?
Good, very good, thank you.
Firstly, welcome to South Africa.
Thank you.
Just your view on that game?
We knew what we were going to come out with. We knew we were going to come out against a well-organised team, i.e. Western Province. I think the first half, it was just our basic errors. We didn't get into the flow of the game, which was all credit to WP's defence. They just hustled us in the breakdown,